Welcome back to you butterscotch biscuits. Have you heard of the crowd? The crowd is very important, especially in crypto, but also in all markets because investing is a game of positioning and speculation. The target is always moving. Did you know something about the crowd? Firstly, you're my friend. Don't forget that. Keep your back straight. The crowd still today makes the same mistakes as everybody else has in crypto for the past 15 years. That's right. That's longer than 14 years. I know you like it long, family-friendly show. Let's investigate, friends. You know, the crowd wrongly assumes that because a coin is mined, for example, Bitcoin, they think it can't have insiders. Wrong. People think if there's a fair distribution, there's no way this thing has corruption and insiders. They're wrong. Everything has corruption and insiders. Everything in markets has a group of outsiders, you and me, eating donuts, eating jelly beans, and there are insiders with more information. They know who's going to get the next sponsorship of crypto. They know who owns the biggest coins. They know what's coming next. Maybe not always for the next 15 years, but they definitely have advantages from time to time. 100%, no doubt. Isn't it fascinating that even after all these years, people still refuse to admit it? I don't blame them though, because not everybody is cut out for this game, friends. But you are. You know why? Because you're my Habibi. Habibi. Don't forget it. You know what else? Something interesting. I always think about this. You know, the crowd, they always think that anything that goes up is the future of finance. Anything. Doesn't matter what the reason is. There is no reason. Make up a reason. We always do. If we see green candles, well, something good's going on. Always. That's why traps always formed, by the way. Traps. You know? Traps, for example, pre-zombie virus. Trap. They're like, well, it's going up. Must be good. Also, it's going down. Must be bad. The crowd always sucks itself in to these positive narratives. And of course, you know how hard it is to go against the crowd, especially when the candles are green. No way do you feel like you want to get off the horse. No chance. The crowd always makes these same mistakes. I put these information here for you. That's why you like, subscribe, belly button on all. And you shock the algorithm, family-friendly show. I put it all here for you because I'm here to make a change. You see, all the other influencers out there shilling you trash, leverage trading, ICO, pump and dumps, all this other garbage, filth, and they're covering junk, and they're covering the wrong angle of junk because they just want to fill in the news so they can get the sponsorship and move on to the next thing. I don't care about that. I'm here to play the game, here to win. The crowd, you know, interesting. More mistakes that they make. You say, everyone who says to take profits when the coins go up, everybody who says that, or if you doubt the narrative, if you're skeptical of it, the crowd will view you as jealous because you missed the boat. They'll also say that this person is trying to FUD for a lower entry. FUD is fear, uncertainty, dingleberries. Always, you know, some people, that's why, friends, a lot of people they can't take this game. They can't. They don't have the mental fortitude. They don't have the strength. They don't have the brass balls or the steel ovaries to make it in this game. I do. I know I do. I've been here for a long time, friends. I'm not going away anywhere. I only strengthen with every cycle, despite the crowd's voices getting louder, despite people trying to bait us more and more. Not happening with me. I get stronger. You see, as the coins go up, it doesn't matter what coin it is. As the coin goes up, you got to remember, there are two ways to view things that go up. One, that they are more attractive, or two, that they are now more expensive. What do you think the crowd focuses on? They say that a coin that goes up is now more attractive. They do. In reality, the winners see these things as more expensive now. And it's the same as the opposite on the way down, right? But now we've gone through the worst of the bear market, so don't worry about these things getting cheap now. We've cleared that zone. It's been 2 years. We have plenty of time. We are definitely working our way out as well. This is the total altcoin index. You see, we're exiting the zone, friends. It's been a long time. Eventually, we're just going to go through the middle part zone, and now you get to see the real power of what's unlocked for you if you can understand where the crowd expects things to move. That's why it's so important to get a read on their positioning, because that truly is the secret to markets. So of course, everybody, I can give you so many examples of coins. They'll say, well, if this person doesn't believe in it, they are just jealous. You can't take it personally. This is what happens in a crowd. You understand? Remember, it happens in Bitcoin, friends. Bitcoin, meme coins, you name it. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing every time. People will say, well, if you're not on the boat, you're trying to buy a better price. Maybe it's true sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. All that matters is how long you are and are there weak hands entering. That's what you have to be focusing on. Are there weak hands starting to enter? If there are, you got to start to be careful. If you don't see enough weak hands, which means if you see a lot of people out there still doubting, then weak hands can still enter. Sometimes you have macro crypto-wide signals like Jim Cramer or other X-factor indicators which give you like a beacon that, oh my gosh, the weakest of weak hands are in and they're in everywhere. But until that point, you have to be waiting like a tiger in the jungle ready to pounce. So don't forget, friends, as crypto prices go up, people will say, well, you're jealous, you missed out, you don't want us to get rich, blah, blah, blah. This is exactly the opposite of what you see at the bottom zone depression prices. Yes, it doesn't matter what coin it is. I cop it every day and it doesn't really matter to me. See, well, Bitcoin's up, your coin isn't up. Who cares, man? Who cares? Because you know exactly what time it is, friends. It takes time for these things to have their macro-wide moves. Like, just imagine you were listening to the Copas down here. You got nowhere. While your friend Somi was literally going all in on crypto, people were telling me, nah, it's over. It's never going to work. It's a scam. Guess what? You're right. You are right. But before it's not going to work, it's going to work. And then it's not going to work. You understand? It's a game of speculation. This is how the game works. We are experiencing that lag time, just to let you know as well, friends. So in the previous market cycles, Bitcoin spends a year recovering, then altcoins go the next year. So simply put, it was Bitcoin's year in 2019 to shine. You might also say it was Bitcoin's year in 2023 to shine. That's what you might say, right? And what goes on after that? Well, in 2020, it was altcoin year. Even though Bitcoin went up with altcoins, it was pretty good to beat altcoin land. And you might ask, okay, what altcoins? Well, that's why we're waiting. A lot of people get asked so many times, where are the new coins? I thought we're here for the new coins. And I'm telling friends, most of the money in investing is in sitting on your hands. You wait for the easy pitches. Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, all the greatest investors, they say the same thing. They say too many people try to fondle their soap in the shower. They can't wait for the easy pitches. Let me tell you something. Life will throw you some easy pitches. They're underarms. You just got to hit it out of the park. Where are they? They're not here yet. They're eventually going to come. Now, you might ask me too, what does it actually mean, an easy pitch? Well, an easy pitch perhaps might be, you can see somewhere in the Bitcoin halving year, some coins get released. And there's an underlying theme, maybe artificial intelligence, maybe some other sector. And you believe that this sector is going to grow because it just makes so much sense to. And you believe that you have longer than, say, 2 months of this sector growing. The best example I can remember in recent times was DeFi. DeFi solved so many problems that it didn't take a genius to figure out this thing would keep growing. And you didn't have just like a normal meme coin period of 32 hours before the thing went to zero. Much longer time frame. Now, I'm hoping we get something of that nature. There's no guarantee, but that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for an easy pitch. Funny that I can put all of these in the picture here for you, friends. You know, you got to remember too, when crypto peaks next time, still, most people will refuse to exit and they're going to be caught again. Why? It's because even though we put the pieces of the puzzle together, we know what's up. We have our backs very straight, posture straight as can be, super vertical, fluffy slippers on. Unfortunately, the reality is that the prices that people are looking at will be much lower than expected. That's why we're going to crank it. Fascinating. Fascinating that we know this from now, isn't it? It's almost like you have a friend who's told you markets always do this. You are now smarter, wiser, friendlier, kinder. You know, in 2023, do you remember that year, friends? You should know that year. We're in that year right now. We saw over 20 coins go up big and they caught attention. You had Hamster Coin doing 300x, where people literally were racing hamsters degenerately. We saw Pepe go up. They caught big attention. They did big moves, very short lifespan. Everybody bought the top. Everybody got destroyed. Well done. However, there's a common theme. Even though these coins come out sporadically, you don't know which ones they are because there's an oversupply of poop coins. Way too many. Your win rate's 1%. There's a common theme. The common theme is that 95% of people remain poor and lost all their money. And the 5% of early insiders won. Interesting. So, I'm telling you, look at this. Even though every month there's a new ticker, new logo, understand that. So you think, well, is that going to happen again? We're waiting for the easy pitches. We're waiting for some sort of new narrative, undertone theme, something to inspire people where you say, well, look, 95% of people are going to lose again, as they always do. However, there's a high chance that it will be a new 95% of people because the sector is bullish. Now, everybody thinks that they have the winning sector. Memes, gaming, metaverse, AI, poop town. Never really 100% sure. But this is the concept we've got to look for. The best part though, the crowd never actually learns. And that's why 2024 and 2025 will be a great bull market for us who know exactly what to look for. Don't be fooled, friends. We are going to make it. Just depends on your goalpost. You see, I didn't tell the crowd to put their expectations where they are. I didn't tell Rocca Negra to come in. I didn't tell any of these things to happen. This is just how the universe plays out. I'm just a messenger. Scotty Batutush says, I'll probably diamond hands to zero again. F my life. I don't think you will, sir. I don't think you will. I think, this is what I think. I think the signs of the 4-year cycle, if it breaks, will be so obvious they're breaking, no one will want to believe it. But the signs will be so obvious. They'll be so clear. It's just like, hey, we're not meant to be topping out yet. This can't be it. But if only you had a friend who's been telling you that this is possible. That's all you want to know. It's possible. Okay. Sir Mickey, I think he has a valuable comment here. Sir Mickey says, my expectations for the next bull market are low. EHEX and PHEX are worth a combined value of 10 cents. PulseX back to all-time high levels. We've got too many factors at play for a gloomy role for me to be very bullish. Surviving and not going to zero is bullish. Yes. Who do you think actually wins, friends? It's Mickey who says, I think we're only getting 10-cent combined hex. But then it's there in like 9 months. And he's like, wait a minute. Bitcoin's only like $60,000 and we're at 10 cents. Maybe we're going to go a lot higher when Bitcoin is $80,000. You see, that's the person who wins. That's the person who prepared themselves, accumulating enough bags. The people who don't win in any coins, they're the ones who say, nope, higher, higher. There is no price too high because the US dollar has no bottom. Those are the Bitcoin maxi talking points. But unfortunately for you and me, you didn't get to buy Bitcoin at $17. You have to now play a game with more competitors and you have less room for error. Luckily for you though, you got some friendship here. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all to your mom and dad. Do love and appreciate them. Catch you very soon.